execution. Welcome, investigator. I'm Dr. Eleanor Vaughn, Chief Medical Examiner, and you're about to embark on a journey through evidence, logic, and deduction. 3 cases remain unsolved, and it's up to you to uncover the truth. Each case holds secrets buried beneath lies, deceit, and pain. Choose wisely, because every decision you make will either bring you. Every murder is like the visible tip of an iceberg. The real story lies hidden beneath the details. Elena Marlowe, a journalist's silent scream. The Forest, a witness to secrets and death. Who wanted to silence her? Thomas Blackwood, a murder in the triangle of money, power, and revenge. A banker's death could rewrite millions in accounts. Isabella Romano, a mother's death. A dark plan executed in a silent home beside a sleeping child. Which veil do you lift?
Chief Digital Forensics Examiner John Matthews examines images of a suburban home where Isabella Romano was found in her bedroom. The peaceful appearance of the house contrasts sharply with the brutal crime inside. The curtains remain half-drawn, and family photos still hang on the walls, giving no immediate hint of the violence. Victim's 4-year-old daughter was found unharmed in her bedroom. Child Protective Services confirmed she was sleeping through the incident. The child appeared confused, but physically unharmed. Authorities noted no signs of struggle or distress in her room. She was later placed under protective care, pending the investigation. No signs of forced entry at any access points. Home security system was armed, but not triggered during the estimated time of death. This suggests the perpetrator may have had authorized access or knew the security code. Bedroom shows minimal signs of struggle. Victim's prescription sleep medication found on nightstand, partially empty. The cap is askew, indicating it may have been hastily opened. In the house, everything in the kitchen seems normal. Donuts have been made, everything appears ordinary, but a sudden murder has disrupted the peace. Victim recently filed for divorce. Court documents reveal ongoing bitter custody dispute and significant financial disagreements. Neighbors report seeing victim's estranged husband, Nicholas Romano's car, in the vicinity that evening. Toxicology screening shows elevated levels of sleep medication, inconsistent with normal dosage. Victim's sister, Claire Bennett, possessed spare house keys and was named beneficiary of substantial life insurance policy. Claire had recently visited the victim's house, offering support during the divorce. Investigation reveals the victim's close relationship with her friend and local pharmacist, Ethan Marlowe, who obsessively admired her and personally handled her prescriptions. Marlowe was often seen lingering at the pharmacy, eagerly awaiting her visit.
As Chief Medical Examiner, I must say, we're at a crucial juncture in Isabella Romano's case. 3 distinct paths of evidence have emerged. The anomalies in toxicology reports, conflicting family statements, and suspicious security system data all warrant investigation. Which trail should we pursue more thoroughly? Analyze toxicology reports, review family statements, examine home security data.
Security records show the system was deactivated at 10:45 p.m. with a valid code. However, this code was only known to maintenance worker Lucas Reed. An unexpected access was detected in the system on the day of the incident. Lucas Reed's fingerprint was found on a device in the back panel of the security system. The team believes the device wasn't recorded and that Reed used the day for unauthorized access. Lucas Reed's background reveals multiple theft cases and files related to missing items, indicating he was in financial difficulty. His attempts to access Isabella's bank accounts suggest possible financial motivations. Lucas Reed's internet history in the past few weeks contains searches related to insurance fraud. This is notable during a period when the victim had taken out a large insurance policy. Investigators are now examining the possibility that Reed planned to exploit the victim's policy for gain. Reed was seen wandering a nearby neighborhood on the day of the incident and recognized by neighbors. Security camera footage shows Reed near Isabella's house the day before the incident, acting suspiciously. Two separate police teams questioned Nicholas Romano at different times. The first team thoroughly examined the tension in the divorce process and the disputes over child custody. Romano argued that the disputes were normal. He claimed that the situation was stressful, but that it hadn't escalated to violence. Despite his calm demeanor, he appeared to become more defensive as the questions dug deeper into his personal life. The second police team identified contradictions in Nicholas Romano's account for the night of the incident. In his first statement, he said he was at home all night, but in his second interrogation, he stated that he went out but couldn't remember the time. This sudden shift in his story raised suspicions, especially since he had initially been adamant about being home. When asked for details about where he had gone, it became difficult for investigators to verify his whereabouts. When police presented witness statements about violent arguments Romano had with his wife in recent weeks, Romano became angry and said these claims were exaggerated. However, a neighbor confirmed hearing shouting from the house a few days earlier. During questioning, police revealed that Romano's cell phone location data didn't match his statement. While he claimed to be home all night, his phone had moved near the victim's house at the estimated time of death. This inconsistency placed him at the scene, directly contradicting his earlier claims. When confronted with the evidence, Romano became defensive and struggled to offer a convincing explanation. Police showed Romano footage obtained from neighbors' security cameras. When asked if the car rapidly leaving the victim's street at 11:50 p.m. belonged to him, he first denied recognition, then dismissed it, saying it might be similar. In the later stages of questioning, police placed a drawing made by his young daughter on the table. The child had drawn the silhouette of her father. Detailed toxicology reveals multiple pharmaceutical compounds in victim's system. Prescription records show unusual refill patterns. Lab analysis shows medication was tampered with, concentration altered. This suggests Marlowe's pharmacy records revealed discrepancies in inventory. Several prescriptions were listed as filled, yet the medication was unaccounted for. A broken porcelain bowl was found on the kitchen counter. The pieces were scattered irregularly, as if they had been pushed forcefully rather than dropped. Dark stains that appeared to have been wiped were noticed among the fragments. The odd placement of the pieces suggests a struggle may have occurred in the kitchen. Analyses confirmed the presence of human blood on some pieces of the porcelain bowl. Forensic analysis focused on water droplets around the bathroom sink and broken glass pieces. The suspect may have tried to escape through the bathroom window during the incident. Also, bloodstains in the bathroom indicate force during the murder. The debris in the bathroom shows cut marks on the victim's hand, indicating that the attacker continued to harm the victim's body, even when the attacker was vulnerable. There are signs of a violent struggle on the victim's body recently. In the forensic analysis of the bathroom, no traces of toxic substances were found, but microscopic wounds on the victim's body indicate a planned attack. Additionally, fibers on the rug show the victim screamed before being killed. New evidence examination in the bathroom reveals that the incident was deliberately prepared.
The evidence has led us to three main suspects with strong connections to the victim: Ethan Marlowe's suspicious medication behavior, Nicholas Romano's inconsistent alibi, and Lucas Reed's history of tampering with the security system. Each paints this tragedy differently. According to our forensic findings, which suspect should we focus on immediately? Investigate the Ethan Marlowe connection. Focus on Nicholas Romano. Follow Lucas Reed's trail.
In-depth investigations at the detective's office revealed that Lucas Reed owed large amounts of money to local loan sharks and frequently stole from Isabella's homes to cover his debts. This financial strain likely motivated his criminal actions. After a detailed examination of the office, the jewelry Reed stole is found among his personal belongings. These items match Isabella's missing items exactly. The unique markings and designs of the items confirm their authenticity and strengthen the case against him. This discovery further ties Reed to the crime scene. Reed's DNA on Isabella's pillowcase and security panel confirms his presence in the house during the murder, further implicating him in the crime. Chemical analysis of Reed's equipment finds traces of the drugs that killed Isabella, which are linked to Reed's presence in the house. Lucas Reed confesses to detectives that when Isabella woke up while he was stealing, he panicked and forced her to take her medication to calm her down. However, the situation got out of control and ultimately led to Isabella's death. In-depth after a reached Lucas Reed, Ethan Marlowe laboratory results confirm that Marlowe altered the dosage of Isabella's pharmacy camera footage. Marlowe's fingerprints are found on the broken porcelain bowl in Ethan Marlowe, unable to escape the mounting pressure, finally cracks under the weight of the evidence and confesses. With a trembling voice, he admits his deep obsession with Isabella and his overwhelming fear of losing her. His infatuation had spiraled out of control, clouding his judgment and leading him to a desperate act. Marlowe explains that he had carefully studied her medical history, becoming intimately familiar with her medication regimen. Lucas Reed owed money to local loan sharks and often stole from Isabella's home. After examination, stolen jewelry is found. The drawing shows Romano in Isabella's room, a key clue. Romano's fingerprints are found on Isabella's A neighbor's security camera The detective carefully reads the final toxicology. Dr. Vaughan's analysis highlights key connections to Isabella's death. Ethan Marlowe's obsessive behavior and close relationship with the victim make him a strong suspect. Claire Bennett, Isabella's life insurance beneficiary,
We've reached a critical point in the Isabella Romano case. I have presented all the forensic evidence. Which suspect do you believe is responsible for Isabella's death? When making your decision, the evidence must indicate the guilty party beyond any reasonable doubt. Ethan Marlowe, Nicholas Romano, Lucas Reed. As the fog of suspicion clears, only one truth remains. Isabella Romano's tragic end was not a crime of passion nor a random act of violence. It was a methodical betrayal hidden beneath the guise of care. Ethan Marlowe, the trusted pharmacist and close friend, is the killer. His obsessive admiration for Isabella crossed the line from affection to possession. The toxicology report revealed elevated levels of sleep medication, far beyond a standard. Prescription records exposed. Yet the security system's untouched status contradicted a forced entry. Phone records and inconsistencies in his alibi were enough to cloud judgment, but insufficient. Yet the security system's untouched status contradicted